Yo, what's up guys, welcome back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Duel video. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. Second match here in Group F. We have a decklist from 2018 featuring True Draco, again masterpiece, right? As we've seen before, versus Eldlich Synchro, a deck from 2020, so one of the more recent decks in this year's Cross-Banlist Cup, right? Halqi.dek, which, again, that's how it was back in 2020, right? First decklist we have Masterpiece.Tech. The deck again speaks for itself, multiple floodgates in the form of anti-spell fragrance and of course Monarchs Europe. There are a couple of hand traps in the side deck. I'm looking at Ash Blossom, Drawn and Luck, not in the main deck, again because of Card of the Mice. But yeah, I mean there is definitely stuff against Eldlich. There's the Cyclones also. So definitely could definitely be a good matchup for Masterpiece, the deck. Second list, we have Eldlich Synchro, or like Synchro or Synchro Eldlich, however you want to call the deck. Again, it's a deck from 2020, back again where an Emancipator was, full force, a very strong list basically. Any 2-card combo featuring a tuner equals Halqi, and Halqi is basically full combo for the entire deck. I'm playing combo this time, because I just don't like playing True Dracos, and the deal is that if you're able to open, if you're able to start, and your opponent is not playing hand traps, especially in the first duel, then, well, it's super easy. You can just go for your entire combo. The deck is so consistent. Triple tuning, like 2 or 3? 3, I think, yeah. Jet Synchron. Yeah, the deck is just mind-blowing consistent, especially with the Hyper Library. Again, as you know, there were a couple of options. You had the True King of All Calamities option, Boral Savage with Herald, but this particular version, or option, ran the Librarian version, right? So again, ending on, I believe, is it like 4 draws? I think so. 4 or 5, I think 4. Plus the Boral Savage, and Boral Savage for the extra Omni Negation. Plus, and Eldlich, those graveyard cards, very resilient. That's so annoying about Eldlich, right? I feel that both these decks are quite similar, but the thing is that one of the most power plays, or where Masterpiece or True Draco is based on, our palm, is to pop those monsters or spell and traps from your opponent, and then I'm looking at Eldlich and I'm like, well, okay, it's fine, right? It's not that big of a deal if your opponent like wants to target Sanguine or whatever, or Conquistador to potentially destroy something. Just chain for, like special summon something from the deck, for example, or destroy something, whatever, and that's it, right? So that's already a big thing, especially well, not in favor for True Draco, right? So the thing is though, and as I've read in the comments as well, in the the predictions, is that Eldlich should have the advantage over Masterpiece, the deck. And Masterpiece, I feel, should be unaffected by both traps, obviously, and monster effects, right? I'm looking at the Auroradon pop, for example, the Dracossack effect, destroy something from your opponent. But mostly the Eldlich effect, discard itself plus a spell, I feel like, pop something from your opponent. That's two easy outs to get rid of Masterpiece. Or, just use your Eldlich Golden Lord in the graveyard, special summon itself and make it like undestructible or indestructible. So those are a couple of outs already to get over one of the best cards, I guess, ever in this game's history, being Masterpiece. I'm not sure if you know the hand, but again, I'm able to go for Auroradon, Halqi into full combo. The blocker is there just in case, you can get something back from the graveyard. But again, we go for the Boral Savage and Herald. Oh, okay. Yeah, going for Eldlich in attack position. And is it Conquistador I've said to pop something? Yeah, indeed, Conquistador, that's the name, right? I'm not too familiar anymore with the names, but you know which one I mean. Pop like a face-up card from my opponent. Not sure what my other set is. Is it saying? I think it's Sanguine, yeah. Not sure. It's not going to matter too much. Again, it doesn't really matter what the opponent is picking. It's if he's going to attack, I'm going to use Conquistador to try to pop Ignis. If Ignis activates, I will sacrifice Herald. It's just you're just always going to get destroyed or slaughtered by the Eldlich advantage, right? So again, Gustav Max for some extra burn damage, even though it wasn't really needed, and put up the Golden Lord into attack position and deal the last damage to go for game. So it's all going very sweet, very smooth for Eldlich, the deck. And the thing is that, well, the cards that I side-decked in, let me think, I think evenly matched, 3. The Cyclones as well. I think that's it. No, there are two cards, I think, but can't remember which ones. Yeah, anyway, so okay, Masterpiece is there. I think it's unaffected by spells and traps, right? So a Golden Lord could have been cool, sadly not. But the Cyclone, yeah, definitely helped against the Monarchs. You're up against some standard combos. I think I should go for it. But okay, yeah, Masterpiece is still there. Okay, that's cool. That's why I indeed went for the O-line, right? Yeah, for some extra protection, you know, just making sure that I'm going to survive, so I could potentially evenly match during my opponent's turn and, you know, go from there. Because I have two searches, yeah, two searches in my graveyard. So evenly matched for 2. I believe, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, evenly matched does target the player, right? So let's say if Masterpiece is unaffected by traps, you can't, let's say, like, oh, I want to try banish Masterpiece off of evenly, but it will stay on the field. No, I don't think it works like that. So again, get our Magician's Souls, right? Got lucky again, lucky with the spell mill. Yeah, again, as I mentioned before, there is no reason to make any plays. Just sit on those Eldlich traps, right? Free pluses. And I believe Masterpiece does not have any like phaser or, you know, like spell and traps in the graveyard, continuous spell and traps. I'm not sure why Pot of Duality wasn't activated in the preview. I'm probably missing something. So Duality is getting skill drain, so that's why okay. Yeah, using the counter trap. Again, you just don't want to give Eldlich through Draco, you know, those 2 extra cards. Plus, this is already the second Pot of Desires. It's an iffy card in True Dracos, right? Even though it does give you the +1, the 2 draws, it's losing 10 cards from your engine for the deck is quite tough, and let alone twice. You're just not going to recover from that. So I'm not sure if you know the card in hand, but obviously no hand trap, so I can go for full combo. Oh yeah, as I mentioned before, indeed, Masterpiece is not unaffected by monster effect, so I can just go for game eventually. So a swift 3-0 for Eldlich Synchro, and you know, both side deck, there is stuff like evenly matched, there's Cyclone, I'm looking at Eldlich, right? Not sure which other cards they're also, not sure. But I mean, those are very strong cards against True Dracos, right? So Anti-Spell is going to get met by the Cyclone, so I was like, okay, I could evenly matched in you know, end of battle phase and go for full combo in main phase 2. At least that's you know, what I wanted to try. But eventually drop Magician's Souls, and you know how it is, right? It's very tempting to Magician's Souls, you know, the effect, the pot of pot of greed effect, right? But still have 1 card left, still have my normal summon left, and you know, always that last card will always be that Chat Synchron or Desk Bot, whatever. And yeah, with no cards left, I can just again go for full combo, aka Halqi 5 breaks the combo again, going for, not really sure. You know, yeah, I guess going for Hyper Librarian indeed. The same place, Formula Synchron for Excel Synchron, I believe the name is, for the extra draw, 4 draws, right? And ending on Savage. The Savage attack could be important, you know, potentially attacking over a big Masterpiece, but in this situation, I don't think it would matter. Because again, Savage just negates the activation, so prevents the activated True Draco spell or trap from destroying something, because again, it's not activated, or it, you know, it prevents the activation. No Card of Demise because of anti-spell. yeah, you know how that goes, right? So flip over the continuous spell, get an extra search, and yeah, you know what time it is. This should be more than enough to attack for game. So that's how it is. A swift 4-0, but I mean, as I felt before this matchup, I guess, especially, you know, playing these outpost side deck, is that side again evenly matched is already a bonkers card against a super trap floodgate heavy deck. Okay, maybe the deck will just, you know, like True Draco will just leave the Masterpiece on field, but that's just one interruption. Dark Ruler, that was a card I also side decked, but that's besides the point. So yeah, Eldlich Synchro 6 points, True Draco 2 points. True Draco's out of the tournament, but all 3 decks here are still left. Extra deck Monarchs, Lunalight and Eldlich. They still have chances to move on to the top 16 indeed playoffs. Next matchup we have Empty Jar versus Plan Synchro. So again, like always, feel free to leave your predictions. The community tab should be open soon, like always. So again, feel free to leave your predictions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Leakum signing out. Peace.